Welcome back to the August edition of the Storey Report. My name's Tom Storey.
And I'm Cam Wolford.
And this is your monthly report filling you in on what's happening in the Toronto real estate market. Well, in August, the average price point out of all sales happening in the GTA was $732,000. That number's up 3% from at the same point in August of 2016.
Now this amounted to about 6,350 sales, which is worth noting that's down about a third from the same point last year. Something that's also worth noting though is that there's actually less new listings available. This is the first time that this has happened, down 6.5% for the same point last year.
So let's look at different property types. In the detached home market, your average price point in the 416 was still $1.2 million. And when we look at the semi-detached market, we're at $895,000. Something to keep in mind is that the detached home market, for the first time in almost a year over year, was actually slightly down. But when we look at semi-detached properties, we're still up 15%.
Right, now looking over at townhomes, they're actually up at $680,000, whereas condos are at $540,000. Now this represents an increase of 11% and 20.9% year over year, which we continue to see small month-over-month gains with.
We have 2.58 months of inventory in Toronto, which means we are still sitting in a seller's market. And what that basically means is if everyone today said, I'm no longer going to list my property, it would take almost 2.5 months to sell out the whole market. However, we almost have two different markets happening in one. In the detached home market, it's swaying more towards a balance to buyer's market, but with semi-detached, townhomes, and condos, we're still very much in a seller's market.
Now it is worth noting yesterday that the government raised their key interest rate a quarter point. And you may be asking yourself, what does that mean for me as a real estate investor, owner, or potential buyer? Well, the fact is that you should be talking to your mortgage agent about what it means for your personal mortgage and how that's going to affect you going forward. But the surprising thing that you may not realize about this is that the government actually believes that our economy is doing better than we thought it was, which is why they raised the lending rates to more normal rates.
Now, it is now fall in Toronto. TIFF is starting today. We're super excited about going seeing a bunch of movies. Thank you so much for watching this edition of the Storey Report, and we will see you next month.